What's up, guys? I'm Puckett here with D-Mac, and welcome to the Best of MLG Dallas. Dallas played host to our 2010 National Championships, which featured a $100,000 grand prize.
That's right, Puckett, and going into the event, the two clear favorites were number 2 seeded Instinct and number 1 seeded Final Boss. Now, earlier in the season, Instinct had won the first 2 events, and Final Boss picked up victories in both DC and Raleigh.
That's right, and the two teams started out on opposite sides of the bracket. In order to meet up in the winner's bracket finals, Instinct would first have to defeat Triggers Down, while Final Boss would have to take down Status Quo.
Puckett, let's take a look at what happened during the last game of the series between Instinct and Triggers Down.
It was a good one.
Here we go. We're getting it started right now with Roy from Instinct. And Roy, guys, one of the best battle rifles in the league, and he always seems to put up great numbers here on Foundry maps like Onslaught and Amplified.
And that's mainly because he just finds the planets and he just takes one-on-one battles, and he's always going to lay down shots on the other team.
Putting heavy shots on Hysteria. Elamite's going to push in and clean that kill up. Now pushing on a guy bottom red. Neighbor going to finally finish him off. But let's stay on Roy. When we get a chance, we'll go back to him later. Right now we're going to Lunchbox, who's making a push on red. Best Man is going to shut him down. But 3 down for Triggers Down. Instinct really putting the pressure on Triggers Down early on, trying to get a jump on their spawns here, guys.
Yeah, and what the reason for that is because they know that this Triggers Down squad is great. As soon as they get control, they're amazing at running around. You've got Neighbor, you've got Hysteria, 2 amazing Foundry players. Instinct's trying to shut them down early and often.
You got Lunchbox pushing gold side. Roy is going to be providing that cover fire from red too. Cloud is bottom middle, trying to finish off the kill on Neighbor as well. And Roy getting pressure from the pink side. Let's see how he plays it. He calls it out to Lunchbox. Lunchbox is there to help, and they double team top. Great teamwork from the twin brothers. Finally, Hysteria gonna end Roy's run. Let's jump on board with Hysteria. He has the most kills here for Triggers Down. He has 5 kills, and he just picked up a double kill. And now he's getting positioned, Scott, over here on the pink side.
And his whole team is basically set up to make Hysteria get a lot of kills right now. You saw Tots is on the tower right now, and Hysteria is in a great position to just be anchored and just push into the other team's base.
14 to 11, Triggers Down with the lead. This one of the fastest game types we have on the circuit. Neighbor getting position here on the top right blue tower, now making his way bottom middle. It looks like he's charging towards pink.
Yeah, Neighbor's one of the greatest Amplified players in the game right now. The kid, like we said, is so sneaky, such a good shot. Add that all to a game type where you can sneak around and get mad kills. This is Neighbor's map.
One day I would love to see Roy, Neighbor, and Pistola all on the same team on this map. All 4 players, I love the way they play. Also sneak in, do great flanks. Here you see Neighbor trying to set up on the left tower, but the teamwork is just too much from Instinct as they put 2 battle rifles on him over from pink side. Right now you're checking out Hysteria making his way bottom middle, trying to stay alive as he's going to be chased down by Roy. 21 to 19 as Instinct takes the lead here, guys.
And that's mainly because Elamite Warrior has been set up on this tower, and so is Lunchbox on the opposite tower for so long that everyone forgot about they were even up there.
Great spot to lay that cover fire down, 23 to 21 now. And Lunchbox looking like he's going to stay alive and make his way over towards the left tower here, Chris.
Yeah, these towers are the greatest spots on this map, especially if a team forgets you're up there, because you're looking down. A lot of the spawns in this map are at the base. If you're up on the tower and you're looking down on guys spawning, it's just easy kills.
Lunchbox finally going to be taken down by Neighbor. Cloud doing some work over at the red base. He's taken down as well. Roy, the last one alive here for Instinct as Triggers Down goes on a big run there. They now lead 26 to 23. And who is it, Chris, over there from Triggers Down that's doing the damage?
The most impressive player so far has to be Hysteria. He's just been making almost all of the right plays. Every time I see him start running flanks, he's dodging the Instinct players, but at the same time coming up big and coming up behind them.
Neighbor leading all players with 9 kills. Best Man and Hysteria right behind him with 8. And now you got Hysteria just circling the map here. He started at gold, now making his way towards pink, running through the blue base. He's got all kinds of cover, and they are setting up all over the map as you see Tots being the bait as gold. Hysteria putting long-range shots here, and they're all pushing in. 32 to 30 though, as Instinct picks up some clutch kills. Hysteria finishing off the 33rd kill on Cloud down low, and Elamite is finally going to take him out from blue 2. Let's go to Elamite Warrior when we get a chance. I'd love to see how he's setting up over here on Blue 2. Instinct trailing by 3 kills. Elamite, every time he tries to get an angle on an opponent, getting shut down by Bestman, who is sitting top gold. Bestman doing all kinds of work bottom middle. Elamite seeing his teammate being taken out from behind. Once again, his neighbor on a huge flank. Neighbor's going to pick up that double kill.
Yeah, that was perfect play right there at Triggers Down. Instinct ended up locking themselves almost into the base, and Triggers Down came from every single direction, throwing massive amounts of grenades. Just cleared Instinct out of that base.
And now we see the biggest lead of the game, 40-35. It's a 5-kill lead here for Triggers Down as they look to set up here top middle and at B side. And you got Neighbor and Elamite making an aggressive push over here on pink.
And you know, this Instinct squad just very frantic, and as they should be, because they are 9 kills away from being sent to the losers bracket, Chris.
Neighbor picked up the kill on Elamite, but Hysteria now gets into red, and Cloud is going to shut him down. Every time we switch, someone else is stepping up. 3 down for Triggers Down there. It's just a 1-kill game.
Yeah, and right there, the reason Triggers Down started having trouble is they all went to the bottom of the map. They did no one up top, and now Instinct took control.
There we go. We got Hysteria set up on the right tower, taking all kinds of fire. Once again, Cloud is going to shut him down. 45 to 43 now. Instinct retaking the lead at the end of this one. And here on the left tower, we got Elamite Warrior set up once again, providing heavy cover fire. Neighbor, he's going to finish that kill. Bestman getting shot at by a lunchbox. Bestman going to win that battle. 47-45. Instinct continuing to push. Cloud putting shots on Bestman. Elamite trying to finish it. Neighbor jumps out to save the day. Cloud trying to stay alive. He takes down Hysteria, and there's the double to win it.
After that comeback by Instinct, the pressure was now on Final Boss. Because of the poor placing by Status Quo at the previous event in DC, the expectation was that Final Boss would trounce SQ.
However, Puckett, during their second game on Pit Team Slayer, it became apparent that this competition was much closer than anyone thought it would be. Let's take a look.
We're going on board with Fear itself. He dropped 27 kills, +7 in game number 1. Let's see if he can put up positive numbers here in game number 2. He's starting the game off by going top snipe, then dropping right down and picking up that sniper rifle.
Now that's a very old school strat. Most of the time you do that just to put shots in the guys coming underneath, but Fear itself just instantly dropped down and got that sniper.
Yeah, he tossed an early grenade, then dropped down, cleaned up the kill that he started on Enable. Meanwhile, Pistol picks up the overshield here for Final Boss. On the other side, we're seeing Flame Sword get the rocket, and Ace is going to get the sniper rifle for Status Quo. But check this one out, guys. Pistol leading the charge with the overshield. Fear itself playing extremely aggressive, pushing halfway through the sword all the way to the SQ base, and now he's going to be forced to back up with Victory watching his back. Final Boss going for an early charge, but SQ making him pay for it.
Yeah, and SQ's doing a great job right there. Ace getting a clutch headshot, and then using Flame Sword using the rockets to get Fear itself with the sniper.
Victory X with 2 kills. He's leading his team. Let's go on board with him. He's sitting over on green boxing. And what is Victory's role here in this game type, guys?
Right now, it's going to be watching his flank. He's going to be the anchor. As his teammates are focusing on the sword side and the overshield, he is going to be making sure they do not come from behind from green and empty.
With Victor X distracting and green box, Pistol was able to get some nice angles, pick up a few nice snipe kills. It's now 8-6. We got a sniper in the back pocket of Fear itself. He stole from SQ, and Pistol's got one on top of the Final Boss snipe tower. So a great start here for Final Boss when it comes to controlling the power weapons and the power-ups. They've gotten almost everything.
Yeah, and it's going to be huge coming in for this next overshield, Chris. 2 snipers, it's pretty much a guaranteed overshield in my opinion.
And this has got to be pretty scary for Status Quo right here, having Pistola and Fear itself with sniper rifles.
Oh my, Pistola getting shot, connects with the no-scope and finishes with a perfect headshot using that battle rifle. The kid is playing incredible. MVP from our last event, and he's got a killing spree here on the main stage at our national championships.
And you really can't say enough about Pistola. Any aspect of the game, he's dominant in. Right here, you see him helping his team out, pulling out the sniper, almost hitting it. He's playing great.
Pistola finally stopped on his killing spree. Ogre 2 waiting for that overshield, and I have to give huge props to Victor X. He has been an incredible support player. Whoever's got the sniper, Victor X is watching your flank. he is starting some battles, getting the other team distracted and allowing those snipers to pick up some easy kills. Meanwhile, you got Ogre 2 picking up the overshield, pushing into Sword. He's going to pick up the double as Pistola is going for a third kill in the Sword, and it's going to Ogre 2. There's his triple.
And you know, Ogre 2, something about this map, Ogre 2 just goes to Sword and kills are just attracted to him. The other team just flocks to him when they're weak.
Magnets. Right now you're checking out Fear itself. He's got the sniper set up on his training. Meanwhile, once again, Pistola has a sniper as well for Final Boss. So the 2 snipers versus none for SQ. This is not looking good. 17-13 Final Boss with the lead. And guys, we hit the 3-minute mark, so that means the Rockets are coming up and Victor X just grabbed them.
Yeah, right now you can see Final Boss has every single power weapon on this map. They did a good job with the overshield. Now they can kind of just sit back, see what SQ wants to do, let Fear itself and Pistola just pick people off with snipers.
Huge props to Mazik, the coach of Final Boss. He was picked up for DC, and he's coming to the national championships with them, looking to be the only coach in Halo 3 to win back-to-back championships. He won it with Believe the Hype last year. You got Fear itself setting up here, trying to get an angle on the sniper. It's Ace sitting top of the status quo turret. And as we switch over to Ace from status quo, it looks like Final Boss starting to play a bit more passive. Fear itself is just sitting pretty top of his turret. Victor X is watching the runway with rockets, and Pistola has an empty sniper just hanging out on green box with Ogre 2 playing around on training, and Ace is going to make him pay for it, guys.
Yeah, and that was a good idea by Ogre 2 right there. He's kind of testing the waters, trying to see where status quo is. His team's got rockets right now, got a sniper. He's just trying to bait status quo out for his teammates.
There you saw the rocket go flying past Ace's screen, but Ace is not giving up on the battle versus Fear itself. Victor X sitting pretty with those rockets in the Sword. He is actually finally going to be taken down by Flame, who is on a huge flank there, and he catches the rocket guy with a stick there, Chris.
Yeah, that was actually a great play. Flame Sword saw the rocket guy, and the only play he could have made without the rocket guy being able to blow up himself would have been to stick the guy and run away. It was basically a drive-by sticky.
22-19 as status quo comes back in this one. They're only down 3 now, and you see them pushing in aggressively. They got a player in the mauler. It was Enable, but he is going to be cleaned up by Victor X. Meanwhile, Ogre 2 is going to pick up the sniper for Final Boss, top of his turret. Ace finally finishing off that kill, and he's going for a second one, but Pistola shuts him down. That was 4 down momentarily for status quo. Final Boss back up to a 5-kill lead.
Yeah, great job by Ace right there. Even though he was taken down, he knew his surroundings so well, and as soon as he got hit, he bounced out. He just wanted the challenge, try to make the crowd cheer for him, you know?
26-22, Pistola picking up sniper ammo. Not good if you're an SQ fan, and Fear itself tried to push on Sword, but he was shut down. And check out Pistola. The kid is just on fire this tournament.
And he has every right to be. When you're coming to a tournament for a reason, when you have a passion like it is dedicated to your father, you're going to come out and play awesome.
Fear itself putting heavy shots on players down on Sword ramps. Victor X trying to help out on training as well. And really what they're doing, guys, is they're just baiting the SQ guys onto training and allowing Pistola to rip their faces off.
Yeah, it's pretty much a flawless strat here, Chris.
Especially with the skill Pistola possesses. I mean, we keep seeing him snipe. He's ridiculous right now. Let him do his job.
And yes, that shot did hit Flamesword in the chest, dropping his shield. Flamesword's not poking out for at least another 3 seconds. Pistola with lightning quick reflexes, amazing hand-eye coordination, using the sniper perfectly so far in this game too. Remember, Final Boss just had a great comeback in game number 1 to lead the series 1-0. Whoever gets this game 2 win will have a lot of momentum going into game number 3. It's going to be King of the Hill on Construct once again. Checking out Pistola, playing aggressively, moving all the way up to the banana while his teammates are distracting a green box, taking down Flamesword. He's getting charged by Enable, and Victory is there to support as Pistola picks up the number 32 kill. We saw the overshield in the hands of Fear itself. He's stuck, he's taken down, but Victory X able to capitalize and pick up a double kill, even though Fear itself is taken down.
Status Quo really needs to get a hold of some power-ups here. They've yet to get an overshield, and they've yet to get rockets, and they haven't done too much with the sniper. They need to step up with one of those weapons. The rockets right now would be extremely crucial for them if they want to make a push.
And Status Quo has been making some really good pushes, but Final Boss has been doing an even better job at keeping it even. They're making sure that Status Quo has not got full control of their base yet.
And gotta give huge props to Assault. You saw him just take out Victory X with a headshot, and right before that, he picked up a clutch double kill pushing through long haul. Now he's got a sniper on his back, and he's got 3 rockets to work with here as he moves back to his training to reload it. And it looks like Status Quo really, oh, nice play by Assault, dropping that sniper off to his teammate. But SQ really just waiting on this next overshield. Double kill out of Ace on the green box is going to make the score 39-34. Final Boss still with the 5-kill lead.
Now watch Assault, he's going to be extremely aggressive here. He knows they're going to be setting up for overshield, so he's going to go straight to their training and come on a huge flank with these rockets.
And he needs to hurry up. Picking up the first kill on Fierce Up with the rocket. There's Victory X. There's his killing spree. Assault gets his team back in the game. They're only down by 2 now, guys.
Yeah, and a great play by Assault. Again, the guy we talk about at least before the games. He made a great flank right there, and he's going to secure his team the overshield.
MVP for status quo so far in this series, going off in game number 1 with a number of killing sprees. Now he's doing big things in game number 3. He's still on a 5-kill spree. And he's looking to pull out those rockets to help out Ace, but SQ, they keep pushing and they keep getting caught by FB.
FB is doing a fantastic job of just making sure SQ cannot get a full control of their base. FB is willing to give up a few deaths in order to keep kind of control of their own base, basically.
Assault's going to drop Ogre 2's shield. Flame looking to finish off the kill. He wasn't able to push on Ogre 2, getting distracted at Overshield, and Flame is going to get this Overshield. We haven't seen one of them for them in a while. Let's see what they do with it. 45 to 41 as you see Final Boss picking up some more kills. I got your pistol taking off Flame Sword's shield. Meanwhile, Ace is picking up a big double kill for SQ, and Enable picks up a kill on Victory X, who is on a flank. 46 to 45, it's a 1-kill game. SQ right back in it, and they have power weapons to work with. Flame Sword has a sniper, and Ace has one as well.
Yeah, and it was a fantastic play by Ace in the sword. Fear itself came on a flank. He got Fear, and then Ogre 2 came and challenged him when he had half shields. Ace basically said no, took him out with a 4-shot, and secured position.
With 6 minutes left in the game, it looks like both teams are willing to just fall back to their base, play this one super slow, and make the other team make a mistake, come up clutch with your snipers.
Well, if you're FB, you want this to happen because you're going against 2 snipers and you just lost a pretty big battle, especially against Ace right there. If they would have killed Ace, this game would have been completely different. It probably would have been over.
Flame Sword watching long haul. Meanwhile, we're checking out Ace sitting here top of the turret. He's got the sniper rifle with 4 bullets left in it. SQ needs 5 to win the game. Ogre 2 sitting back on his frag nades. Victor X sitting back in his cuts. Fear itself over on Mauler's side, and Pistola watching training. Meanwhile, for SQ, you got Flame Sword watching long haul. Ace is sitting top of the turret. Assault just picked up the new rockets completely uncontested. Final Boss didn't even go for him. And Enable's just watching training here, guys.
Yeah, and the key to Assault right now is he's going to go into Sword and he's just going to push in with these rockets because he knows, for whatever reason, Final Boss loves to go in Sword in this game type. And all he's going to do is just wait and be patient and then just blow Ogre 2 up.
And you see Ogre 2 hitting Assault with the grenade, and then he went back to his runway expecting Assault to drop down. But as Ogre 2 did that, Ace hit him once in the body and forced him to back up. Assault with a great rocket hitting that wall. It's all tied up at 47. Victory X versus Ace in a sniper duel. And Victor X is going to win that one, but Flame is going to scare him back. And now, don't blow yourself up, Assault, but he did see Ogre 2 trying to make his way to Sword. He can listen to him using those Astros. And Ogre 2 challenges, and he stays alive. That was huge because we had 3 rockets left for Assault. Now he only has 2 to work with, guys.
Yeah, and somehow Ogre 2 lived a rocket that seemed pretty point blank. That's just the Ogre skill. For whatever reason, the Halo guys love him.
And let's take a look at where all of the Final Boss guys are set up if we can. Genius, let's first go check out Victor X. He's got that sniper rifle. He started at top of his turret. Now he's moved all the way over to the Mauler. Meanwhile, you got Fear itself sitting in the pit. He's going to be watching both Green Box and the long haul, hoping that Victor X kind of brings some guys towards him and he can catch them off guard. Ogre 2 also sitting in the pit. He's watching training side and making sure no one comes out of that runway on the flank. And Pistola, he's been sitting here for about 3 minutes without moving. He is on the training, playing this one so patiently.
And I just want to explain to the viewers that this right here is the hardest part of Halo, in my opinion, because it is so hard to just not move and just to watch a spot. We could never slow down the game. It was next to impossible for us.
Ace going up against Victory X. Victory X challenging him from the cuts, going for jump shots. Ace has the better angle and the height advantage. Meanwhile, you got Flame Sword on the other side of the map. He is watching long haul. Enable is going to be hanging out, checking out the training. He is just watching, making sure no one comes into Sword. And then the last player there is going to be Assault. You see that C-44 moving around. He has those rockets. So he's using Enable to be his eyes, and Assault will use those rockets if anyone from Final Boss tries to challenge. But check this out, guys. I just saw his Ogre 2 snuck through, was not seen by any players, and he got down to the Overshield.
Yeah, and this overshield is going to become pretty important. This is where we're going to see all the teams make their final moves for this game.
Here it is. The overshield is up. Pistol sees it. He hit Ace once in the body, so Ace is going to burn that overshield, and Ace is immediately going to drop back to his runway. Assault watching Ace's back, so after 2 minutes of waiting, the overshield did nothing, and these players are going to go right back to what they've been doing the last couple minutes here, fellas.
Yeah, notice how Fear itself went from exactly where he was watching to go back and get his sniper. This is going to be huge for them because now they have 2 ways to watch with the snipers, and if FB has 2 snipers, they're pretty scary to.
And Flamesword just picked up the rockets here. Right now, they have 2 snipers in the hands of Ace and Enable, and 2 rockets in the hands of Assault and Flamesword.
And Flamesword has a sniper as well, so 3 snipers and 2 rockets here. Fully loaded is status quo.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to see what Flamesword does here.
Victor X and Fear itself with the snipers for final boss, and as we saw last event, guys, Fear itself can go off with that sniper rifle at any moment. Flamesword, oh my goodness, the crowd going crazy. Did not pull the trigger, did not want to give up his positioning. Assault's got the rockets watching. Green box for Flamesword, just calling him out. Assault scaring him back. Can he get the kill? One minute and 8 seconds left on the clock.
1 minute remaining.
And if you guys are wondering at home what happens if they end up tying at the end of the time limit, well, I'll tell you this. We go back and we play this game type all over again, starting at 0. So us up here in the commentary booth, we're really hoping that one of these teams makes a push and ends this strong. Don't sit back, but I do understand if they sit back and play this one safe.
But you know, at the same time, you have Assault right now, and you have 1 person watching the green box. You can make this push with the rockets through the green box and take the game over. You have 1 rocket, that's 1 guaranteed kill in my eyes.
Flamesword's got 4 rockets, and Ace goes down to Fear itself. Now status quo has to make a push with 20 seconds left. Assault is hit, but they get the overshield. It's Enable. Enable hit a player once on training. And now he's going up after Fear itself and Victory X. He's going to get the kill, but he's taken down 49 to 49, 50. As I don't even know who got it, but it looks like status quo is going to get it 50 to 49 there.
Wow, Puckett, that close loss served as a wake-up call to Final Boss. They rallied back to take the next 2 games and the series.
And although status quo was sent to the losers bracket, their last match demonstrated that status quo definitely brought their A game to compete in Dallas.
Yeah, they definitely did, but the bracket was now set for the highly anticipated match between Instinct and Final Boss. In the winners bracket finals, Heretic Team Slayer told the story of the series. Let's take a look.
No power weapons once again, except for the sword top middle, but you'll rarely see teams going for that. Instead, you'll look for them to lock down this pink tower, and here comes Pistola right away trying to get into pink too. And guys, we saw him do this last night. He's ducking at the start of the match.
Yeah, and that's mainly because he's trying to duck that insta-splode. Every team is going to throw that insta-splode into pink too, and it's such muscle memory for him now to just be prepared for it.
And I like the overall strategy Final Boss uses in that beginning. They crouch because he knows that one of the players on his team, I think it's Ogre 2, sitting in the base, is going to shoot anyone in pink 2, allow him to kind of sneak up on those guys, and that's why I like that beginning strat.
Pistola going up against Roy. He is going to be taken down as Might Warrior helps him out. Ogre 2, though, just picked up a big double kill in pink 2. He's sitting pretty. Pistola, though, coming off the respawn. And check out the swarm here from Final Boss. Pistola comes in the front door. Fear itself comes in the back, and they clean him up. And Victory X is going to get position P3. Final Boss just coming at Instinct from all directions.
And this is a great job right here by Victory X. By staying on his side, they're not sure if he's in pink 2 or if he's on pink 3, so he can just sit there and roam around and help his teammates out.
Fear itself picks up another kill, and there is a double for him, cleaning up the kills that Victory X is starting, and now we got Fear positioned in P2, and he picks up another beatdown, but we're moving over to UMI Warrior from Instinct. Guys, he's in red 2, and he's really trying to help his team get out of this red-based spawn trap.
Yeah, he's going to need to lay down some cover fire for his team, allowing them to kind of push up around the map. Eomite's a great player to do this. Right now, he keeps seeing all these red X's pop up. His teammates are just keep getting outshot by this Final Boss squad.
16 to 11, Final Boss with just a 5-kill lead. Remember, here on Heretic Team Slayer, the game really begins about at the 30 kill mark. That's what Sundance always used to say, because It's not about how you start the game, it's about how you finish it, and we've always seen a string of kills at the end.
Yeah, that we have, Chris, and that's mainly because towards the end, it really just becomes an all-out battle for that pink tower, or it just slows down, and then eventually a move is made, and it's just all chaotic.
And great switching from Genius. Got to give him props. He went to Elamite Warrior early on, and now it's been about a minute since Elamite's died, and he's picked up a few kills, and he's done a lot of assisting here, guys. He started at red base, and now he's at blue.
Yeah, and that's mainly because he's just trying to support his teammates, and by moving across the map, you're going to give your teammates some random spawns, and that's what you're looking to do.
And talking about Elamite Warrior, guys, on the pregame show, you said he was the difference maker. He had a subpar tournament back in DC, and he needed to step it up coming here into Dallas, Texas.
He does need to step it up. He, in my mind, is the glue kind of for this team to get together. He's kind of the captain, the vocal leader for his crew. He needs to rally the troops, make sure they're all on the same page. If he's playing well, the rest of the team's going to be playing well.
He's shooting pretty darn well right now. Going up against I Got Your Pistol, finishing off that kill before being taken down by Ogre 2. But let's go check out some of his teammates. Cloud is getting positioned in pink 2. Lunchbox and Roy are trying to fight out of the red base spawn trap.
And you know, Lunch and Roy are just finding themselves going into one-on-one battles against this Final Boss squad, and Final Boss isn't missing. It's not their fault, they're just on fire.
And I have to say, the key player right now for Instinct is Cloud, the player you're watching. His teammates spawning at red base, then blue base, but Cloud this whole time has been controlling the pink tower by himself.
Yeah, and he's a great player to do this. We talked about he's a two-time MVP. He's got a great shot, got a great head on him. He knows what position to move to, move around in pink 2, and he's really been the anchor for this team so far in this game.
And I saw him take out Ogre 2 single-handedly 2 times in a row before Ogre 2 finally cleared him out of the P2 tower. But let's check out Cloud as he goes right back to P2, picking up the Insta-Explode double kill.
And that's just great awareness right there. He used the other team's nade to Insta-Explode. That's impressive.
Yeah, and that's something that most of these players have started to pick up on. It's a new strategy. Walshy, kind of the father of the Insta-Explode. They've all perfected that. Now they're kind of making a little kind of tweak to it, using the other team's plasma nades to their own advantage.
It's 40-37, a 3-kill game. Instinct trailing here, and I have to give props to Roy and Cloud. They really started working on that teamwork in red base, picking up 3 straight kills before Roy was taken down. And Cloud, you see, making his way over to R15, trying to help out Roy over at blue side. But Final Boss starting to pull away now, and you got to give props to Fear itself. He already has at least 13 kills. That's what I saw last time I checked out the scoreboard, and he is winning the majority of his individual battles here.
Yeah, and that he is, and the great thing about Fear is he went all the way around Carbine side to go on a huge flank just to put pressure on the guys in pink 2. It didn't work out for him, but it's a great move if it would have.
Cloud picking up another kill on Victor X. You see it's 44-42. This one coming down to the wire. Cloud is going to finish off the kill on Fear itself for number 43. And now he's pushing into the base. He's got a player up in car. You see the team shot as Lunchbox takes down I Got Your Pistol. Here comes the charge out of Instinct that we saw on Amplified against Triggers Down last night. The Final Boss chant starting here on the main stage, and check out the killing spree out of Cloud, clutching it at the end once again. 47-45 as Instinct takes the lead here, guys, and they're looking to establish pink 2 control. Elamite Warrior being taken down by Victor X for number 47 for FB, 49-48. Final Boss trapped in blue base, Ogre 2 getting charged. He wins that battle against Lunchbox. Pistola taking shots, and there we go, Ogre 2 gets it.
Puckett, even though Final Boss swept Instinct 3-0, every game during their series was close. Each time Instinct had fallen just a bit short of what was necessary for the win.
And Instinct's loss sent them to the losers bracket finals where they would play Status Quo.
Let's take a look at my favorite game from their series, Puckett. Pick Capture the Flag.
All right.
We're getting this one started right now with Roy from Instinct. And guys, in my eyes, this is one of the best players in the league, if not the best. Roy having a rough match number 1, but he's really looking to turn it on in match number 2.
And we could really see that when they panned through the players' faces right there. You saw the Instinct squad in general so focused right now, and you can see it on Roy's face in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. This kid, Instinct's going to need him to heat up right now and play great to win this match.
And he has a great start staying alive here after the 30-second mark. You see the Rockets are down. He is protecting those. And I'd love to listen in with Instinct to see how they rebound after their loss to Final Boss.
I'm watching our camera. Hold on a second, guys. One shot our camera, one shot our camera. Find me their sword. 3 guys on me. There's a couple guys on me. I lived. I'm 1 shot. I need help. I need help.
I'll push green. They're sniping bridge.
Watch it.
Sword sniper.
On their flag, 2 shots. And they're bit also. They're watching on the flag. Watch our base.
Needles.
Stay alive.
Watch this sword. Our training with sniper. Weak and able.
He's weak. He's
gonna
gonna get native.
I'm watching camo.
Coming through green. Watch him. He's going to be 1 shot. Nice job.
I got it. Coming through camo. I got sniper. I got a sniper. Watch out their camo. You guys are camo.
I'm nading our long.
1 shot. Our green weak. Stay alive.
I felt right now. I'll get him. 1 shot, they're training. 1 shot, they're training.
Camo. Might be 2 guys. 1 shot on camo. They're training. I got 1.
I'm gonna die. There's a guy there green. I died. Inside green. Inside green coming through. I'm dead. I'm still inside green. 2 guys inside green. 2 guys coming on green right now.
Bridge to snipe.
Bridge to snipe, Jason. Bridge to snipe.
1 shot ace. 1 shot ace in our pit. 1 shot ace. Our pit box. Our cuts.
I died.
He's
He's gonna run his courtyard, yeah.
Find him, please.
Guys, we gotta come in here. Flamesword already on a killing spree, and he's going off with that sniper rifle.
Yeah, and he did a great job. Notice how he even tried to nade the spawn so he wouldn't spawn there, and then the game said, you know what, I'm gonna put him there anyways. So he looked at him and said, your face is mine.
Flamesword going off with the sniper rifle. Meanwhile, you're watching Ace from Status Quo put in the first flag of the game and enable a setup on top of the Instinct turret right now, Chris.
Yeah, Status Quo played that so great. In order to get a flag run through the turret side of the map, the sniper side, it really takes great teamwork and communication from the team because it's so easy to stop that. Status Quo came off to a great start.
You're watching as Ace is making his way down towards the overshield. Roy already has it, hits him with a beatdown. He's going to be cleaned up. It looks like Roy and Lunchbox, the only 2 members alive here for Instinct. Lunchbox doing a great job of defending his base as you see Roy doing the same thing over here on the sword ramps.
And I'm kind of surprised to see Instinct come out flat. Yeah, it's hard to rebound from a tough loss like that, but at the same time, you're trying to get back into the championships to redeem yourself. You got to come out hot.
And we're not talking about some scrub team either. We're talking about Instinct. They've won 2 tournaments this year. Roy, 2-time MVP. Cloud, 2-time MVP. These guys should know what it takes to come back from a loss like that.
And Scott, you actually called Instinct to win the entire tournament.
That I did, Chris. When I watched them at the 16 LAN, it seemed like they were back into championship form. Yes, they didn't win on Sunday, but the entire weekend they just played so consistent. And I saw a lot out of Lunchbox, and I saw a lot out of Cloud. And it's just Roy and these guys just aren't finishing kills. They're expecting them to die, but they just aren't. They're just very sloppy right now.
And guys, I just saw Roy go for a shot. He hit Ace once in the body, pulled out his BR to finish the kill, and before he could get the BR shot off, Ace had turned and ripped his face with a sniper of his own. Now he's got Roy's sniper rifle up here top of the turret, and he is going to work at the Instinct base.
Yeah, Ace has been playing fantastic Halo this tournament. You can see, I talked about it. Again, top 10 sniper in the league in my opinion, and he's going to work with it here.
Flamesword's moving a flag as Ace was distracting from top turret. Assault is watching his back with rockets on training, and Flamesword's going to put in flag number 2. 4 minutes into the game, we already see 2 flag caps out of Status Quo, and they're running them turret side.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, the fact they're running it turret side says one thing to me, that Instinct is not prepared for this team right now. They almost need to regroup. They should, if I was Instinct, you need to do something right now. You need to get to the other team's base, start making an impact, or else they're going to walk away with this game and the series.
I have to say, though, I'm watching Status Quo. 2 of them just went down, make that 3. Flamesword, the last player alive, he's actually on top of the Instinct turret. But it seems like Status Quo, after putting in that second flag, they're getting a little overconfident. Now they're starting to challenge when they shouldn't be, and Instinct's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, Instinct's one of the greatest teams at taking advantage of another team making bad mistakes. We're going to see here a 3rd flag running turret side of the map. Not exactly sure what's going on here. We don't usually see this, but Instinct made a great push to get this flag.
Roy getting communication that there are SQ members at his base, waiting for his teammates to come off the respawn. Heads up play, but check that out. Enable got the flag to green box. Roy is going to have to worry about that as he drops the flag off to Elamite Warrior, who is going to put in the first flag for Instinct. It's 2-1, but let's see how Roy and Cloud play defense. Cloud just got a huge kill on Assault, stopping him inches short of that flag.
Yeah, one major aspect of Pit CTF is the fact that you can cap regardless if your flag is in your base or not. So although Instinct was going to get that cap there, they knew the more important thing was to play defense, not allow Status Quo to score with their flag.
So it's 2-1 as Roy and friends take advantage of a few SQ mistakes, but I love the way SQ is playing this game right now. They are keeping the pressure here on the Instinct squad.
And it's really these flanks. Right now, Assault is behind the other team. Yes, he's going to get taken down by Cloud, it looks like, but he just made Lunchbox, who has the other sniper, move into sword base, and there's nothing he can do now.
Cloud getting set up on turret, taking fire from all directions as you see another flank coming out of Enable who's sitting top of his turret. Cloud doing a great job of staying alive here. Enable trying to chase him down with the Mauler, and Assault is in green box, and Ace and Flamesword just were taken out there, Chris.
Yeah, they were, but the thing about Status Quo that's been great for him so far is they're almost doing the exact same thing Final Boss did, and that is put constant pressure on this Instinct squad. FB really kind of laid the blueprint out in the Winners Bracket Finals of how to beat this team. They played constant pressure, and Status Quo's not letting up anytime soon.
SQ getting another rocket. We saw Assault get the first one, and it looks like they're going to get the second one as well. Cloud in position here, top turret, and this is where we saw a lot of his highlight clips from this season, guys, from this position.
Yeah, and that's not surprising because his sniper is very on point. But I'm looking for him to really step up right now. He's not communicating. Notice how he didn't call that guy out. Roy was in a position to easily put a one-shot in him. They're really just dejected right now, and it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, and Nables now has the overshield. We've talked about the key to this map is the overshield right now. And it's amazing to me because Status Quo is always all in Instinct space right here.
Flamesword running the flag as Assault picks up a double with the sniper. He is on a spree. Ace alive and Enable still with overshield. Instinct, only 2 players alive. Lunchbox with a huge kill at the SQ base, staying alive in the pit. He's allowing his teammates to move up here, buying some time here, but Cloud's going to get a big double. That's going to stop an SQ run, and they're looking to counter cap now. Absolutely huge play out of Lunchbox there. That could have been game over.
Yeah, it could have been, but this is where the best players step up when they know it's on the line.
And Cloud is heating up. Lunchbox getting the team fired up. Elamite running the flag, and Cloud is ripping off faces. Here we go. Instinct on the comeback.
And this is what this Instinct squad wanted to do. They wanted Cloud to be ripping faces as they're running flags. That's what they do. He's on a killing spree. I don't see him dying anytime soon with the way he's shooting.
Flamesword and Assault, the only 2 members alive for SQ. Flamesword in the pit. Cloud knowing that Roy was just taken down. He has no support. Drop back, save the power weapons here, and maybe get a quick flag touch here. He goes for the no-scope, hits Assault once, and he's going to have to rely on his teammates to push back here on SQ. They're all charging forward.
Yeah, and SQ, like we said, is putting constant pressure right now on the Instinct squad. And I love how they're using the green and camo section of the map the most. And the CTF, that's usually where you're going to get your best caps. It's where you're going to be making your best pushes.
It's 3 down momentarily for Instinct. Roy had a clutch kill, playing base defense at his flag. You are watching Enable, though, from Status Quo. He has the sniper rifle. He's on a flank through sword ramps, puts a shot on Lunchbox, makes Instinct think about him while his teammates push up, and that overshield just popped. Whoever gets this one will be in a great position to make some moves. Ace is just going to burn it, though. So the overshield not going to be super effective, but check this out. Roy from Instinct just picked up the flag once again, getting SQ to focus on him while his teammates push up.
Yeah, now right now, Roy's just going to wait for his teammates to kind of get in position. It looks like they're going to run this one under Sword Bridge yet again for the 4th cap to be put in through Sword Bridge.
Roy picks up a kill, Lunchbox picks up a kill as well, and Elamite Warrior has the sniper sitting on training as Cloud is going to run this flag over on training or turret side underneath the bridge right now, and Elamite really just needs to stay alive and keep the SQ squad thinking about him, keep the fire off the flag. Cloud gets it all the way back to his cuts. Can Instinct put it in? It looks like it. No one in position to stop him. It's now 2-2 with 6 minutes left in regulation time.
Yeah, and this was huge for Instinct. This is the momentum swing they really wanted. Even though they started off flat, right now they have so much momentum to get this last flag cap.
So it's just 1 flag for either team. Whoever wins this game, number 1, will have a lot of momentum going into game number 2, as we saw in the last series.
Yeah, momentum in Halo has always been huge. When you start playing great, especially in a series, game 1 win is so big for a team. Instinct wants this win real bad.
I was going to say, who do you think needs this win more, Instinct or Status Quo?
It has to be Instinct. The way they just lost to Final Boss in a 3-0 sweep in the Winners Bracket Finals, they need a win right now for their confidence. And if they get this win, they're going to keep on rolling.
Oh my, Assault, 2 straight headshots, and he hits his 3rd drop in Roy's shield. This is going to be a huge push for SQ. That was all 4 down momentarily. Cloud coming off the respawn right behind us. Assault doesn't care. He's going to pull this flag, move it Needler's side as all of Instinct is going to spawn on court.
So many selfless plays by the Status Quo squad. I mean, the guy picked up the flag with the sniper when he was in a great position to spawn kill. That's what you're looking for, and that's why Enable's going to be able to run this flag down the empty.
And it looks like Instinct was able to push through the green box in training. Lunchbox got the rockets. He's going to stop the flag. Assault, though, coming off through the green box, trying to make a push. Elamite Warrior just picked up the overshield. This one could go either way. SQ could score it, or we could see Instinct with a counter cap opportunity. Ace gets the flag into the base, and he puts it in. Status Quo taking game number 1, 3-2. And what an effort out of all 4 members of SQ in that one, guys.
Status Quo continued on to defeat Instinct for the first time in the 2010 season.
What a big win, Puckett.
This win sent Status Quo to the championship match where they would meet up once again with Final Boss. FB would have a 3-1 advantage going into the best of 11 series, but with $100,000 on the line, Status Quo would not go down without a fight.
Let's take a look at Game 7 from the championship match. This one was played on Heretic Team Slayer.
Here we go, we're on the purple map, and we're starting it with Ace. He just dropped 30 kills, and he finished the game with a triple and then a flag cap. And bravo, you've seen these two matchups time and time again at the LAN network, the 16 LANs, and we've also seen Status Quo take a number of these games here on this game type.
Yeah, what we're going to look for, Chris, is whichever team can get pink control and then really trap a team in a base. Once teams start collapsing on blue 2 or red 2, you're going to just see their kill count go way above the other team.
And you've been watching this SQ squad. Your team lost a little bit earlier. We just watched Assault pick up a triple kill. You guys narrowly lost to Status Quo earlier in the tournament. Tell me, what did you see from Status Quo so far in this match?
They're playing each game type really fast, Chris. If 2 are dead, the next 2 are flying at you, trying to get map control back, and it really puts, you have to be on guard the whole time. Whereas Final Boss plays much more passive. You'll see on their flag game types, they'll really wait to kill all of the other players before they pull, and that's something that has been a characteristic of Ogre 2 for a while. They get map control and they push, whereas Status Quo might have 2 dead, but they can catch you off guard by pushing low or pushing up top.
And let me ask you, in your series, Triggers Down versus Status Quo, who was the standout player for SQ if there was one?
Oh, I don't think, without a doubt, I've talked to a few people since, and it was Assault. He was playing out of his mind. Not generally a standout player, someone who kind of does his job and plays a support role. But in the series versus us, I think most people agree that he was really going off.
Right now, you're taking a look at the score. Final Boss leading here in game number 7, 17-14. Assault getting charged. Ace is going to clean up the kill on I Got Your Pistol. Taking a look at the stats, so we got to go check out Ogre 2 when we get a chance. He already has 8 kills of his team's 18. Assault going for the insta-explodes, making his way up to pink 2. And Chris, what have you seen so far out of this SQ squad?
Well, SQ really hasn't gotten too much control on the map so far. Final Boss has really dominated the pink tower, been trapping Status Quo kind of in a base, and that's why they established an early lead here. But Status Quo seem to have broken out now. They're on Carbine side of the map. They're pushing out, and that's why they're going to get back into it.
Just 2 minutes into the game, it's already 22-20, an extremely fast game type here being played by both teams. Ogre 2 with 9 kills on the other side. Like you said, bravo, it is Assault leading the SQ squad, 23-22. As actually we're seeing SQ take the lead for the first time this game, but Final Boss just retook pink control.
And I love the way SQ's been playing all series long. The pressure they put on other teams is ridiculous. I mean, they literally, like Bravo was saying, 2 are down, the other 2 are charging, trying to establish some sort of map control, cause some sort of chaos going on with the other team, and that's how they're taking the lead here.
If Status Quo is able to find that balance between waiting for each other and then pushing at the right times, they could definitely take a few games this series.
You got Fear Itself putting some heavy fire on Ace and friends over on the blue Carbine side, going in with the frag grenades, now looking up above him for a player who was on car 3. And Fear Itself looking a little bit confused, can't find that player, but he's going to move up to top middle, and he's going to have a great position here to fire upon the Status Quo respawns.
This is what I was talking about right here, Chris. They've kind of got him trapped at blue 2, although they don't even have pink 3 control, which is what is common on this map. They were able to Fear Itself pinching him pink side, and they had a car flank able to take out now a 7-kill lead.
Yeah, Victory X coming on that Carbine flank, but now you see Fear Itself pushing in to finish the kill. Remember, Fear Itself, your Old Spice Swagger co-MVP with Pistola back in DC, and he is really showing off some skills here. He's on a killing spree, going for number 6 as he takes down Enable. Finally going to be stopped by Flamesword. But he and Ogre 2 really controlling the pace of the game. 13 kills for Ogre 2, 11 kills for Fear Itself, and Ogre 2 doing a nice job of staying alive here on car side.
Yeah, Ogre 2, perpetually a great midship player. I mean, he was one of the best in Halo 2 at this map, now one of the best in Halo 3 in this map. He just understands what to do in almost every single situation.
And I guarantee he dominates in the Halo Reach version of this map as well. You know it'll be back next year. Ogre 2 making his push with the rest of the game, coming off the respawn. They got Status Quo on Carbine side, and Final Boss not looking back. They only need 3 more kills. You got Pistola sitting pretty in pink 2. He's sitting in the sneaky corner. You got Victory X and Ogre 2 at red base just trying to bait in SQ.
Yeah, you think about it, Chris. Heretic midship the only game to honor all 5 of Halo 2's game types. So you can bet, with as many games as Ogre 2 play, that he knows how to play this map.
For darn sure. Right now you're checking out Fear Itself trying to end the game here. Bravo, got to thank you for joining us up in the booth. Final Boss looking like they're closing this one out. With Status Quo going on a huge run here. They just got 6 kills, as Final Boss only picks up 2. Pistola going for kill number 49, taking fire from all over the map. 10 to 15. Or 10-15 left on the clock, but it doesn't matter as Pistola's making his way. P3 finally finding Assault. That's number 49. He's looking for 50. Victory X calls him out, bottom blue. And Pistola's going to shoot the player bottom middle. Game over. Final Boss takes it.
Puckett, that win put Final Boss within 1 game of winning our national championships.
In the next game on Guardian Oddball, Final Boss built up a significant lead. During the last minute or so, Status Quo attempted to mount a comeback, but it was quickly put down by Final Boss.
And with a minute left on the clock, Final Boss's lead was mathematically unbeatable. And as the final seconds ticked off, Final Boss began celebrating their 2010 national championship win.
For Pistola, Fear Itself, and Victor X, this was their first national championship title. For Ogre 2, this win cemented him as the most successful pro player of all time, as he has claimed 4 of our 7 national championships.
That's unheard of, man.
Congratulations to all of Final Boss on a spectacular 2010 season. Make sure you guys check us out next season when we'll bring you the most exciting matches of 2011. Thanks for watching, everyone.